High Court enforcement agent Gary Ball was a military policeman for 20 years before embarking on a career in enforcement. Together with Matt Highway, a former security professional, he travels all over the West Midlands, enforcing writs and seizing goods. Today they're in Bailiffs, Worcestershire.
This is one that we both know well, Mr. Geoffrey Samuel Scott.
They're on their way to see Jeff Scott, an ex-professional footballer who owes £4,500 in unpaid legal fees. But this is the agent's second visit to Mr. Scott in 2 days.
Well, he denied who he was when we first went to him, didn't we?
And we showed him a picture on the internet of himself, and then he said, I admitted that it was actually him.
As well as lying about his identity, Mr. Scott told the agents he couldn't pay the debt because of tragic circumstances.
He issued us with a letter to say that he'd got cancer, terminal cancer.
But the agents have had the letter Mr. Scott gave them checked out by his local surgery, who told them it was a fake.
Park in the gate, mate.
Now Matt and Gary are back, and they want answers.
Let's give him a call and see if he answers. Mr. Scott?
Yes.
Mr. Highway, the High Court enforcement agents. I'm at your property, sir. I need to have another chat about this evidence that you've given me.
I'm just about to go to hospital, I'm afraid.
Are you at home at the moment?
Yes, I am.
Okay, can we have a chat about this then?
No.
Right, why is that?
Because my lawyer's advised not to talk to you.
This is a live High Court writ. You've got a copy of that, I gave it you yesterday.
Yeah.
So we're here to enforce the writ today, sir.
I'm not going to let you in.
Okay, you do realise we have to carry on with our job, don't you?
Yeah, I do, yeah.
Okay, so no problem, thank you. Well, let's try and knock on the door then, mate, shall we?
The writ allows the agents to make peaceful entry onto the property. So they squeeze through a gap in the electric security gates.
Hello, sir, good morning.
Have you got it?
Through the gate, sir.
You can't get through those gates, I have to let you in.
You don't, sir, no. So this letter that you've produced...
Just move off it.
No, sir. No, sir. We need to deal with this issue. You presented me with a letter yesterday that isn't real. Haven't you?
No.
Well, you have, sir, because the doctors have confirmed it.
No, the doctors haven't.
They have, sir. They've confirmed that this letter is not real. In fact, the doctor on it isn't in general practice anymore.
It's not even called the surgery anymore, sir. It's called Dorridge Surgery. It's total fake, sir.
Mr. Scott has the police on the phone.
Yeah, I've got some High Court enforcement officers here, and I'm just reporting maybe a breach of peace. Well, I haven't seen a warrant, no.
I gave you the writ yesterday.
They've given me a High Court writ, but they haven't issued me a warrant.
It's the same thing, sir. Different name.
Okay, thank you, Bob.
The police tell Mr. Scott the agents have every right to be in his property, and they won't be attending. Now Matt and Gary need to get to the bottom of why Mr. Scott has presented them with a forged letter.
Do you in fact have terminal cancer?
Yes, I do.
So why would you fabricate a letter from the doctors?
I'm not prepared to answer that.
Well, the difficulty is, in my capacity as High Court
give me 2
enforcement
seconds.
agent...
Just give me 2.
As Mr. Scott goes to find evidence of his condition, the agents use the opportunity to get further inside the house.
This is my hospital file. All of my appointment letters going back a number of years.
So why did you give us a fake letter yesterday, sir?
I'm not prepared to answer that question.
Do you expect us to believe anything you gave us now, sir, if you're giving us a forged letter?
Well, these, you can tell the originals if you want.
But any of these letters could have been doctor, couldn't they? Are any of these letters going to state to me that you've got terminal cancer?
I don't know, I've not read them all.
Right.
Under pressure, Mr. Scott finally makes an admission.
I made a stupid mistake yesterday. I found an old letter.
And then changed the date?
Changed the date. That's what I did.
Somebody presents me with a letter saying that they're dying of cancer, then I believe that. But then when it's then found to be a forgery...
It's only the date that's a forgery. The date of the letter was forgery. That letter was produced for an insurance purpose 3, maybe 4 years ago.
3, maybe 4. Have you read the letter, sir?
Yeah.
Yeah, it says you got terminal cancer.
Yeah.
And the prognosis is 2 years.
Yeah.
So you've lived after the 2 years?
I have indeed. I changed a little bit of the context.
Yeah. I thought so.
Yes.
So not only you've changed the date, you've changed the context.
Yes, a little.
When someone lies to me, it just strengthens my resolve. You know, what people don't realise is we're very good at knowing when someone's telling us outright lies. We'll get to the truth no matter what.
Mr. Scott's lie has been exposed. But although it's a fact that the letter was a forgery, the agents can't be sure that his claims about having cancer are also untrue. If he is genuinely ill, it could affect the decision on how the debt is repaid. The agents need to investigate further.
I'm struggling to find anything that says that the illness that you say.
My condition is classed as terminal,
Right.
but it's being managed. I don't want to be living like this. I don't earn any money. I do some voluntary work for a charity, which is which I'm able to do at home, and that's it.
This is a discharge summary from when you were in hospital.
Yeah.
Dated, December 2014.
Yeah, Christmas Day I nearly died, and that is fact.
Well, you've been discharged from the hospital on the 22nd of
I wasn't discharged that day,
Wait,
2012. I was admitted on the 2012.
So there's the admission date there, the 21st, the discharge the 22nd.
The difficulty I've got, Mr. Scott, is the only letter that I've seen so far that confirms that you have cancer is a fraudulent one.
Okay.
It's part of our job to look out for vulnerability, and quite rightly so. Unfortunately, there's a set of people that will hide behind that, and they'll try and use that to their advantage. That's our job as enforcement agents, to differentiate between the people that are truly vulnerable and the people who are just using it to their own accord.
With no evidence that Mr. Scott is telling the truth about his situation, Matt and Gary are duty-bound to continue enforcing the writ.
I'll tell you where I am now, okay? I'm asking you for the payment of the outstanding balance, okay? If you can't do that, then at this point in time, because I'm not presented with any proof of your medical condition, I'm going to carry on and do my job. And what you're doing is you're treating me as though I've never seen this before. Of course you can, yeah, help yourself.
As Mr. Scott has told Matt and Gary he can't pay the debt, the agents now search the family house for assets they could potentially seize. But some photographs on display ring alarm bells for Gary.
So there's pictures of yourself and your wife.
So your wife lives here as well, Mr. Scott? But yesterday you told me you were divorced from her.
No, I did not.
You said you couldn't understand why you were still wearing the wedding ring.
My wife was there.
So you're not divorced from your wife?
No.
Right, thank you.
You feeling all right, sir?
But then suddenly, Mr. Scott appears unwell
Sir?
and seems to lose consciousness.
Matt? Can I have an ambulance, please?
Gary quickly calls 999.
He's unconscious.
Can you hear me, mate?
People's welfare and people's well-being come first over any enforcement whatsoever. So, you know, if people are going to get sick whilst we're on the job, then we will do our damn best to get the professionals there to help them out.
Minutes later, paramedics arrive and attend Mr. Scott. He's given the all clear, but advised to go to hospital for checks. Mr. Scott's wife then arrives home.
Hello, madam. He's okay.
No thanks to you lot.
So you haven't been here, in all fairness. As soon as he changed sort of medically, our attention turned to looking after him. And that's what we've been doing since. Okay.
With Mr. Scott about to head to hospital, Matt briefs the office on the morning's events.
Hi, Gary. We've gone through obviously normal protocol. Paramedics have arrived. We've put him in recovery position, waiting for the ambulance to arrive. Kept talking to him all the way. They can't find anything medically wrong with him. He showed me letters this morning, and not one of them mentions on it that he's got cancer. All right, mate. Thanks, Gary.
The office advises that, given the extraordinary circumstances, the agent should give Mr. Scott another 48 hours to come up with payment.
We have made entry today, which means on a subsequent visit we can force entry. Just make you aware of that. Jeff, I hope you get better. Guys, thanks for your help. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Cheers, guys.
It's been a stressful case for the agents, and they leave without seeing any evidence that Mr. Scott's claims about his illness were true.
The lies were just a catalogue, weren't they? Just an absolute catalogue of lies.
And then you'd catch him out and he'd go tell another lie. He's just full of them, wasn't he?
And, you know, I really hope there isn't anything wrong with him. Hopefully he's in a better frame of mind to deal with the issue next time we see him.
recent survey has revealed that adults aged under 35 are increasingly coming under financial pressure. Almost half are concerned about their financial future. With an average disposable monthly income of just £156, young adults are increasingly turning to borrowing to cover their living expenses. 8:30 a.m. High Court enforcement agents Paul Bowhill and Max Caraher are in Guildford, Surrey.
Well, what have we got today then, Max?
We're off to see Mr. Bernard Kerr, and we're looking to collect £3,161.06.
Mr. Kerr, a professional cyclist, owes over £3,000 to a garage after a dispute over repairs to his van.
And I did some research on this chap. I think he's a downhill mountain biker, so he might have some expensive kit.
If Mr. Kerr can't or won't pay, the agents have the right to seize assets or vehicles belonging to him to pay off the debt. They immediately spot a van parked outside.
Pivot of factory racing cycles.
But before they clamp it, the agents need to see whether Mr. Kerr is willing to pay.
Yeah, look, there's all his cycling suits.
Just hang on there and I'll just have a look.
With no response, Paul decides to go round the back and discovers the valuable cycles they were hoping to find.
All the bikes here, look.
Oh yeah, they are expensive.
The back door is open, so Paul and Max make peaceful entry.
High Court enforcement, come to the door please! Hello, High Court enforcement! We're inside the property! Oh, hello? High Court enforcement, mate. Your door was open. You Bernard? Are you Bernard?
Yeah.
Hi Bernard. My name's Max Caraher. I'm a High Court enforcement agent. It's my colleague Paul Bowhill. Sorry for the awakening. You left your back door open.
Yeah.
We're here with a High Court writ for you.
Yeah.
Do you know about this at all? It's from...
Got back from the country. I race mountain bikes across the world.
With the agents at his door, Bernard faces a crisis. With his bikes in danger of being seized, his racing career could be at risk. High Court enforcement agents Paul Bowhill and Max Caraher were in Guildford, Surrey, to recover a debt of over £3,000 owed by professional cyclist Bernard Kerr to a garage. The agents discovered valuable bikes that could be seized to pay off the debt.
Oh yeah, they are expensive.
But there was no sign of the debtor.
Hello, High Court enforcement! We're inside the property! Are you Bernard?
Yeah.
Now the agents must get this case resolved, one way or another.
Mr. Kerr, may I make a suggestion? Put some clothes on.
Yeah, no, wait, you over here. People can be at the top of their game and the best at what they do, but if you don't keep your focus, then you could still end up in debt. Even if you have got the employment and the assets, it could happen to anybody.
A few minutes later, Bernard reappears.
Hi Bernard, should we start again?
Yeah. I know what this is about.
You do know what it's about. Tell us about the story.
My van broke down and simple problem, steering lock jammed. Then I call the AA the next morning, that day, like, can you go and tow it to the Mercedes garage? 4 weeks, which for a commercial vehicle is unheard of. I phoned them up and said, guys, I'm sorry, I'm not going to pay this. They're like, absolutely fine, we'll talk about it.
Obviously they did notify that they were taking it to court.
But no.
The writ exists and there is a request for payment there.
There's an outstanding balance at this moment in time of £3,161.06. We obviously have to collect that today.
The High Court writ seems to have come as a shock to Bernard. he gets straight on the phone to the garage who've taken him to court.
Hi there, my name's Bernard Kerr. There's an outstanding payment I had with you guys, and I was waiting for a phone call back that I never got. I didn't want to pay anything. I had to hire a van for 4 weeks, I had to pay someone to drive it to Europe. I had the stress. I was racing 2 World Cups, one in Scotland and one in Austria. And I'm there trying to practice, trying to qualify for a man bike World Cup, while trying to phone you guys on the gondola up to the top of the hill. It's not really acceptable.
If a defendant is in a dispute with somebody else, it can make our life very difficult because they've already got this idea in their head that they're not going to pay. Now, fortunately for us, sometimes we can be presented in a situation where there are very valuable assets and plenty of them.
Bernard hasn't been able to speak to the manager of the garage, but Paul has to make it clear that whatever the rights or wrongs of the situation, the writ is active and needs to be paid today.
Can you get into the mindset? You've got to pay. It's £3,200 or whatever the figure is on there.
But Bernard has other ideas.
Yes.
If I let you take an asset, I think that's going to work better for me. Because then I can just get that back off you and then I can sort this with them. Is that?
Not exactly.
No, what we do, if we were to take assets away,
We escalate the case to the sale and disposal.
they could be put to sale.
Your bill goes to 3,894 and 26.
£800.
Yeah.
Some of Bernard's bikes cost thousands, but Max warns him that at public auction they would achieve a fraction of their worth.
Believe it or not, a lot of people aren't going to know how much a Specialised S worth.
Well, I can buy one of those at the boot fair for a tenner.
Sell for peanuts.
Where can I get a public auction to start my bike?
Faced with the prospect of losing several of his expensive bikes, Bernard has a change of heart.
Are you willing to make the payment?
I'll pay it, yeah.
Is that all right?
I'm going to go up to 800.
I'll,
Yeah, I've got the money, I think I need to get
hold
to
on
this
a
then,
minute.
don't I?
You do, yeah.
We'll write you a full receipt so you can take this bang over to your solicitors, etc.
Bernard pays the agents in full.
That's a pricey morning. Can you have the Ritz of breakfast?
But as Paul and Max leave, he's back on the phone, continuing to dispute the debt.
Yeah, I've just spent over £3,000. I paid it on a card right here.
Debt doesn't discriminate. It doesn't matter whether you're a world champion, whether you're the greatest thing in your field. The fact is that the small details like debt and the payment of debt, they will catch up with you. You can't escape.
I thought he was a really decent chap, Paul. It's rare that you meet someone like that in the course of our work. Very rare.
County court judgments against individuals in England and Wales rose to the highest level in over a decade during the first quarter of 2017. Nearly 300,000 judgments were issued during this period, marking a 35% rise from the previous year. .30 a.m. High Court enforcement agents Max Carraher and Steve Pinner are on their way to Fulham, West London, to recover a debt of almost £8,000 owed to a firm of accountants.
OK, Max, we're in Putney now. Where are we off to?
But this will be no ordinary job. The debtor is a well-known personality.
He's famous for being on I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. He was also sent to prison for fraud. He had a fleet of Ferraris and he actually hid some of them.
Why?
To claim on the insurance and got a huge amount of money, and then he was found out and sent to prison.
The debtor is Lord Charles Brocket, and Steve and Max are on their way to see him at his exclusive penthouse apartment.
So, yeah. I will ring the bell for the concierge.
Hello?
Good morning, sir. We are High Court enforcement agents here with a High Court writ.
Alright, come into reception.
Lovely, thank you very much.
The agents are buzzed in by security.
They've got some penthouse suites up there.
Good morning, sir. Are you the security here?
I am.
Hello. Not a problem.
See?
My name's Max Carrahan. I'm a High Court enforcement agent. I'm here with my colleague Steve Pinner. We've got a High Court writ for one of your residents.
Who?
Mr. Brocket.
Mr. Brocket. Can you mind if I give him a call?
The security guard calls up to Lord Brocket's apartment.
Is Charles there? Oh, they're away. I've got people here from the High Court. Yeah, 1 second. This is the family.
Yes, not a problem. Hi there. Who am I speaking to? I understand it's not a convenient moment, but unfortunately we're commanded here. We should explain that when we're upstairs. Cheers. Bye. Thanks ever so much, sir.
It appears that Lord Brocket is away and that his mother and stepfather-in-law are staying in the flat. But the agents have the right to remove goods to offset the debt, even in his absence.
Good morning, madam. Sorry to bother you.
You've got to go through.
Go through?
But as Steve and Max enter the flat, they're in for a surprise. The apartment is crammed with valuable antiques and artwork.
When I walked into the flat, I thought I'd walked into an art gallery. I mean, there was very few spaces where there wasn't a picture or a painting or something. It was just crazy, phenomenal for where we were.
The agents have all the leverage they need if Lord Brocket can't or won't pay. But now Max needs to find out where he is.
We're here for Charles Brocket.
What's it in connection with?
We're enforcement agents. We have a High Court writ here.
Against him?
Yes. Where is he at the moment, sir?
They've gone to Cuba for a fortnight. Yes, they went yesterday.
Ah, okay. Would it be possible to get him on the phone?
They've got mobiles, yes.
Excellent.
So, what do we need to do? Give you his mobile?
If you get him on the phone for me so we can speak to him, I think that's going to be the best option.
At the moment, it's 3 o'clock in the morning.
I understand that Lord Charles is travelling and on holiday, but he has a High Court writ that he needs to pay. If not, we'll be removing goods, and we don't want to do that.
Well, I mean, how much do we have to pay? I mean, can we pay it?
I need to confirm with him that we can speak to you about the details. It's not me being difficult.
No, okay.
Well, we can try and get it, but we'll be waking him up now.
Sure, it's just the Data Protection Act we can't say.
No, that's all right.
So, thank you.
The debtor's mother-in-law gets him on the phone.
Charlie, Diana. Good morning. Sorry to wake you in the middle of the night. I've got some gentlemen here from the High Court who need to speak to you. So I'll pass you over.
Hello, sir. Is this Mr. Charles Brocket?
Yes, it is. Yes, speaking.
Hello, Mr. Brocket. We're enforcement agents and we've been sent here with a High Court writ.
Right.
We need to collect a balance of £7,666.42 at this moment in time. Is there any way you're able to pay that, sir?
Not at the moment, no.
Not at the moment. Could you just confirm that you are not going to pay this balance?
Yes, sir, I'm not, because the judge has asked me to ask for it to be set aside.
It seems Lord Brocket has applied to have the case set aside. But as the application is still being processed, the High Court writ is active and must be resolved today.
You were saying about possibly removing some goods from here?
Yes.
Yes, well, none of this stuff belongs to Lord Brocket.
Yes, certainly. Hello, sir.
Just so you are aware, the whole property and its contents are owned by the trustees of the First Lord Brocket's Will Trust.
Okay.
There's nothing there except for literally things like my toothbrush.
Lord Brocket, I understand what you're saying. However, unless an original bill of sale can be provided, the onus of proof isn't on ourselves, and we can indeed remove that asset. And unless we get payment, we will be removing them.
Okay, I'll ring Axel now and then come back to you.
Not a problem. Thank you, Lord Brocket.
Thank you. Okay.
Whilst the agents wait for Lord Brocket to call back, Max and Steve start an inventory of goods they could seize if he can't prove they belong to the trust.
The assets in this property are unbelievable.
And for the agents, the flat is a gold mine.
What do you know about art?
I know that it's in a gallery.
Steve, I know nothing about art.
Unsure of the value of the paintings, Max and Steve turn their attention to the antiques.
Ink pen set.
Silver.
I'm seeing these assets that look like they've been in a museum for many years. It shocks me. I've never seen anything like that, and I've been to some nice places. It was one of a kind.
20 minutes later, Lord Brocket hasn't called back.
Right, Steve, at this moment in time, he's refused to pay. I think we'll get some contractors down.
But then the security guard arrives together with Lord Brocket's son.
I spoke to him, and legally he said you've never got 7 days notice or something, and legally you can't be taking anything out of the flat.
A notification of enforcement has been sent here.
You can't just take stuff, surely?
Yes, I can. I'm an enforcement agent.
Just then, Lord Brocket calls back.
Okay, so can I now tell you?
Yes.
We've got 2 gentlemen there. I've checked with council.
Yes.
They've asked you to leave the building. They're allowed to use whatever steps are necessary in law.
Excuse me?
They told you to move here.
Right, so you're saying that they can use force to remove us from the building?
Yes, from the building.
No, they're not. They're going to be they'll be arrested if they lay a finger on us.
With Lord Brocket now making direct threats against the agents.
But can you please leave now?
This case has taken a nasty turn. Max and Steve will have to use all their tenacity to complete the job peacefully. High Court enforcement agents Paul Bohill and Max Caraher are in Wandsworth, south-west London, to collect a debt of £8,000 owed to a firm of financial advisors by a film producer.
And we're looking to collect £8,214.45.
But this isn't the first time Paul has come across the debtor, Stephen Brown.
I believe this gentleman is known to you.
Yeah, we have got a history with him. We evicted him from a flat before, and the rent arrears were over 30 grand.
So he works in television, doesn't he? He's a producer.
Yeah, he is. There are repeat offenders, and if you've already established a relationship with them, there's no reason not to continue that relationship. It makes it easier. They know what my parameters are, they know the rules, so they either can pay or they can't pay. Talk's a good talk, but doesn't come up with any money.
The address on the writ is a penthouse apartment in a prime riverside development.
What are we looking for?
Penthouse, top floor.
Stephen, how are you, sir?
Hello, sir.
Come on upstairs. Thank you, sir. Nice to see you again.
I'll show you all the papers.
Stephen is keen to tell Paul how the debt came about.
It's a service and I cancelled it after 2 months. It's $5,000 a year. After I found out that their advice was terrible, I cancelled it. That's all it is.
Tax advisor.
Yeah. I didn't get anything for it. And I cancelled it after 2 months, Paul.
Yeah.
And they billed me for the whole year.
But it seems this £8,000 debt is only the tip of the iceberg.
I'm about £400,000 in debt.
What's gone wrong with your life?
Started out over there. Remember my wife? Divorce, whole nightmare. She's back in America. I've got the boys.
The boys live here?
Yes, they live with me. Single father. It just collapsed.
It's clear that following his divorce, Stephen's finances have gone into meltdown.
In 1993, on the Securities Exchange Commission, I took my company public. I made over $100 million. 21 years ago. I got married 19 years ago. I bought multi-million-dollar homes, basketball players in Pacific Palisades, California, homes in Hawaii, everything. And I lost it all because of marriage to a crazy woman. I'd get my sister to send me $100 a month from Canada to keep our food going until I either sell a show or I'm done. Nightmare. Nightmare.
What's the rent on this property a month?
£11,500
a month.
Yeah.
So I'm not being rude, but surely this is living outside of means if all these problems are arising.
It wasn't when I moved in a year ago. It was not.
Circumstances change. Some defendants have earned huge salaries in the past and then lost it, but they haven't changed their lifestyle accordingly. It can have such a devastating effect on the landlords, the suppliers, the small business owners who they owe money to. I suppose it gives me more motivation to collect for the claimant.
Despite Stephen's circumstances, the agents need to get this case resolved, one way or another.
I take it you're not working at the moment then?
No, I'm not. I'm just writing television shows and trying to pitch them is what I'm doing. Trying to beat the clock. You know, in the entertainment business, I can, on one deal, pay all my bills off. I mean, I own the rights to the old Western, Gary Cooper and Grace Kelly, High Noon. And I had Bruce Willis committing to the movie. My friend Stephen D'Souza, who wrote all the Die Hard movies for Bruce, is writing the script as we speak. If he can get it finished in the next few weeks, which he thinks he can, I will then get $1.2 million, $1.3 million advance. I'll be buying you a beer. That's where I'm at.
But the agents can't wait for one of Stephen's deals to come through.
I want to search for any assets to remove.
With payments looking unlikely, the agents must look around the penthouse for any items of value they could seize.
I don't own a single thing in here, except my one work computer and my kid's one computer for school.
Okay.
That's it.
But Max is skeptical and begins a thorough search.
There's a lot of designer goods, all of which will be seized. What's the new value of all this stuff? Huge amount of money.
There are thousands of pounds worth of luxury goods in the flat.
I know how much they're worth. They're new. Oh, probably worth the debt.
The designer bags alone could fetch up to £3,000 at public auction.
Sunglasses, bags, you name it.
That's my wife.
You'd have to prove that with receipts. They'll all be being seized.
Despite Stephen's claims, the agents suspect he originally bought the goods. If he can't find evidence to the contrary, they could be seized. But just when the agents think they may have struck gold, Stephen drops a bombshell.
I have 3 bankruptcy petitions totaling $250,000. I have documents here.
If we are about to enforce a writ of control and bankruptcy or liquidation are mentioned, if these two things are genuinely in progress, we would be wasting our time in trying to enforce the writ of control, because any monies that we were able to recover through these routes would be remitted directly to the official receiver or to the liquidator.
Paul calls Stephen's legal representative to verify his story about the bankruptcy.
What I'm trying to establish with Mr. Brown is he actually bankrupt at this point, or is there an actual application to make him bankrupt in place? Do you know of that? He's not bankrupt. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Thank you, bye.
It seems that Stephen hasn't been declared bankrupt after all. As the agents suspect that he purchased the expensive designer goods, they can remove them unless he can prove otherwise.
Thank you, Stephen. Thank you for your hospitality.
But with Stephen still liable for any remaining balance after the auction, the agents will be back.
Thanks very much. Take care, Mr. Brown. That handbag looks very good on you. Well, that was a different one, wasn't it?
Max Carraher and Steve Pinner were in West London to recover £8,000 owed by Lord Charles Brocket.
Good morning, madam.
You've got to go through.
Go through?
Lord Brocket's in-laws were looking after the flat while he was on holiday.
Is there any way you're able to pay that, sir?
Not at the moment, no.
But when Max explained they were going to start removing goods to cover the debt,
I think we'll get some contractors down.
Lord Brocket started to make threats.
We've got two gentlemen there. Get hold of you to move you.
No, they're not. They're going to be they'll be arrested if they lay a finger on us.
But can you please leave now?
Now Max has got to make Lord Brocket understand that he has every right to stay in the flat and complete the enforcement.
Right, I'm now going to start removing goods from your lounge, okay?
They are going to stop you doing that.
Believe you me, if they do, then they'll be arrested.
Then by who?
By who? The police.
Can you hand the phone back to the gentleman?
Yes, certainly. I know you're following orders from your boss. If you obstruct us, we have to call the police.
With Max standing his ground, Lord Brocket tells his son he must let the agent stay. Now they must get this case back on track.
We've been here for quite a long time now, so we are going to do a physical removal.
What are you taking?
Well, I identified the clock, the writing set.
How do you know the value of what you've taken?
We'll leave an inventory, madam. At auction, it gets about 10 to 20% of the actual value.
Do we get this back ever?
If the debt is paid for.
I mean, these are heirlooms, you know.
Debt doesn't discriminate between the rich and the poor. You could be at the top end of society or right down at the bottom. Debt will affect us all at some point in our lives.
But then Lord Brocket calls again.
Hello, Charlie, it's Dan again.
Pay.
I'm going to pass you back to the...
I'll explain it.
It seems he now wants to negotiate.
If you was to settle this debt at present, it would be held in a company client account for 14 days. And then that would leave everything in the flat here, untouched. If you're successful in your winning of the case, it then gets returned.
Is the full amount that we pay today refunded?
If you win the decision, then it gets returned to you.
Okay, yeah.
Charlie, why don't you let us do this?
I think Mrs. Hughes there is going to arrange a payment.
Yes, no problem. Would you like me to pass you back over?
Okay, yeah, thank you.
Lord Brocket's mother-in-law agrees to pay his £7,700 debt in full.
That's gone through absolutely fine. Everything's put back where it is. We're all sorted here. Thank you for your time, and I do apologise.
The agent's perseverance has paid off.
Thanks very much for your time. Take care. So, cheers. I think this just goes to show that he's not immune from the law. What a flat though, with the artwork, etc.
Gosh.